आरती युग गुरु नारायण की, आरती युग गुरु नारायण की, आरती आरती मंगल मूर्ति, आरती आरती मंगल मूर्ति, आरती युग गुरु नारायण की, आरती युग गुरु नारायण की। जन्म मरण समुद्र निहंदी, जन्म मरण समुद्र निहंदी, जयति जयति जगद्गुरु जयति, जयति जयति जगद्गुरु जयति. We are starting a series which is actually very, very special, and this is about the Parikrama that we were there in last December. And very first one is, today we are actually going to do the Jagannath Puri Dham. So the Jagannath Puri Dham, as you all know, is very, very famous, and it is very famous for the Radha Yatra that they do every year. Following that, we are also doing that in all over the world in different cities. But anyway, so when we went, we actually wanted to stay in our Gurudev's mat, which is called Sri Radha Damodar Gaudiya mat. So this actually, Gurudev he has several mats, and this is one of them, which is actually in the Jagannath Puri Dham, very, very famous. And yes, so we really reached there after a lot of struggle, because what happened was, in South India we had a big flood. So after landing there and settling there, the very first thing what we did was we went and then visited the Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir. So this is a special room in that in our Gaudiya mat, and this is actually also called the Bhajan Kutir of our Gurudev. So whenever he really comes to Jagannath Puri, this is the room that he used to stay. Of course, very important thing, this is the same room from where he left this world for his eternal pastime. So this has very, very special significance related to our Gurudev. And yes, in that Damodar Mandir, Damodar Gaudiya Mandir inside is very, very beautiful. You know, they have Jagannath, Balaram, and Subhadra, and they have nice deities. Of course, this is the mini version. What we have in the Jagannath Puri, that is so big. It is a massive temple. Of course, no photographs allowed there, but we will be talking about that as we go. So this is inside the temple, and then the right side is the small deity of our Gurudev, and every day there is actually program morning and also noon and also night. So as far as possible, we were actually making use of this facility. So you can hear this. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Now the interesting thing is, when we were there, we also were singing many bhajans in the temple. So either in the morning or in the evening, you can hear some. And in fact, there were more. So there is a lot of things to cover, but I won't be able to probably cover everything. Yeah, because they did wonderful singing in so many temples and so many places. These two children were doing so many wonderful things. Now we'll get into the Parikrama. Yes, very first thing that we have to mention, that I have to mention is about our Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir in Jagannath Puri. So I just told you that this is the same room where our Gurudev left this world, and there's a lot of so many wonderful things associated with that. That's what I'm really going to cover. So we all went there in this Bhajan Kutir. There's a special room, and we clean the room and perform the aratis and all those things.
Jayanila Premadana Karuna Prachura Jayanila Premadana Karuna Prachura Hina Prabhu Kotha Gila Acharya Thakura Hina Prabhu Kotha Gila Acharya Thakura Jayanila Premadana Karuna Prachura कहाँ मोरा स्वरूप रूपा कहाँ सनातना कहाँ मोरा स्वरूप रूपा कहाँ सनातना कहाँ दास रघु नता पतित पावना कहाँ दास रघु नाथ पतित पावना जयानिला
What is important is, this is very, very special. Because what you are seeing is the balcony out from Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir, Gurudev's room, where he left this world for his eternal pastime. So right from there, from the balcony, when you see outside, is you see sea. This is the same ocean. This is the very same ocean that where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his pastime. This is very important. This place is called Chakratirtha. So Chakratirtha means this is a place where the chakra of Lord Krishna or Narayana or Lord Krishna is actually residing here. There is a temple nearby. And this Chakratirtha is the place where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed his wonderful pastime of jumping into this ocean, thinking that it is Yamuna. Because as you know, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was always in Prema, in Krishna Prema. So he is Krishna and Radharani combined. And because of Radharani's Prema that he is expressing, so that for us, how a devotee should be really living devotionally and attain Krishna Prema. So, one day as he was walking, and he really saw that this ocean as Yamuna, and the sand dunes that is near the sea as Govardhan Hill, he got ecstatic and he was bringing all the memories of Vrindavan. So when he really got into that stage where so ecstatic, so he said, yes, I am missing Yamuna, and then he just jumped into this ocean, and he was there inside the ocean for a long, long time, completely immersed. He was inside. And the disciples were all wondering where the Lord has gone. And they could not find. Then a fisherman was actually just, like he's catching fish. His net got, a big thing there. And he thought, oh, it's going to be big fish. And when he was really pulling the net, he got actually the body of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who were just there in the Samadhi. So when he got scared. Oh, maybe I got a booth, so ghost. So he just left there, and then he was running and running, saying, oh, there is a ghost and there is a ghost. By that time, the disciples of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came, and they found Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was inside the sea for a long, long, long time. Then they pulled them, but still he was in Samadhi for so many hours and hours and hours. And then they really decided to perform Sankirtan around him. And when he heard the Sankirtan, then the body, the divine body, which was actually kind of a rounded, now becomes to normal. And then he really came to the senses. And then he really stood up, and then he was crying and crying. So this is the same place. And when our Gurudev left this world, he was just looking from the balcony I showed towards the same place where the pastime happened. And from his eyes, Gurudev's eyes, tears were pouring like what Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to do. And that is the same Leela that he was meditating, and he left. So this is a very, very special place. It is not, it's not a normal, ordinary place. And this is the same sea, which same ocean, same spot where Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu performed that particular pastime. So very, very significant. And then also, very near to our Gurudev's Bhajan Kutir, that is upstairs, second floor. And there is just very near, it's you just look down and to the right side, you will see this place called Chakra Tirtha. The Chakra Tirtha is not an ordinary place. You all know the story of Lord Jagannath. This Lord Jagannath has a history of all the way going to Satyaloka, where the King Indriyamuna and Gundicha, that the queen Gundicha, they were all living. And at that time, when Jagannath actually wanted to manifest, he actually was residing in a secret place nearby as Neela Madhava. But then what happened was, in the days went on, this deity actually became extinct, in the sense a lot of sand dunes were really totally covered, and then nobody could find out. So then when Indriyamuna and Gundicha were really praying for the Lord to appear somehow, so that was the beginning of the Jagannath deity's appearance, as we see in various Jagannath temples. So this is actually the Neela Madhava, and then the same Neela Madhava, he really wanted to come as a wooden log. So Indriyamuna got the dream that the same Neela Madhava will be really coming as a wooden log in the same ocean, what we saw. And it came. When it came, and then the Indriyamuna actually called Vishwakarma, the architect of the gods. So he really called him to really make the deities. And when Vishwakarma came, he said, yes, I am going to do this. I can carve the deities for Neela Madhava, but you should not disturb me for 21 days. 21 days, you should not disturb me. I will just, give me a room. I will lock myself inside with the log of wood, and I will be carving, and nobody should really open. But, don't feed me nothing. I don't need anything. Just 21 days. But what happened was, day one passed, no sound, because the door was supposed to be locked, closed. So one day happened, nothing, no sign, no sound also came. Second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day. And there was no sound at all coming. And then Gundicha was really worried about, saying, why there is nothing happening? No. So what is happening? It's locked, it's a locked room, but no sound is coming. Then a Brahmana appears on the spot, and he was telling Gundicha, saying that, see, look at here, I think you should open and see now. Don't wait for 21 days, because it's a waste. So then Gundicha, the queen of King Indriyamuna, and asked to reopen. And locks were open. When you opened, what you really saw, what they really saw is just Jagannath carved like this. It was incomplete. It was incomplete. And the Brahmana also just like that disappeared. And when then they were actually crying. Why? Oh, I should not have really opened the door, because now, as the Vishwakarma architect told, he already disappeared, because he told, if you open the door anytime before 21 days, that's it. I'll disappear. Then after that, it will be incomplete. So now they are in the same. Then Asariri, a divine voice was really telling, oh King Indradimna and Gundicha, Queen Gundicha, I really wanted to come. This time I want to come only in this particular form. So that is why I really decided to really stop everything. And this is the deity that we really have, but it is all nowadays they are making very big deities. So the Chakra Tirtha, which is very near to the Bhajan Kutir of our Gurudev, was the place where the first deities were carved and kept here. This is the same place. So now if you know, every 12 years, the new deities will be made, and then they will be installing the new deities with mantras, transferring the power from the current deity to the next new deity. And then the old deity will be really given to some burial ground. That's a place in Jagannath Puri where all the old, the deities are actually just put to rest under the earth. Now, something very important I will tell you. This deity, changing the deity every 12 years, is very, very special. And as you know, from all over the world, people really come here. Now, I also want to tell something about this particular Chakra Tirtha, which is also having another story that is related to Lord Jagannath. What is that? See in the picture, right in the middle, in front of the deities, there is a small, the hexagon or something. There is a small mark there. So see the mark. That is this mark. Lord Krishna appeared 5,000 years ago, and then when he went to Dwaraka, he fought the Mahabharata war. Then after everything was done, then he was about to leave this world. So when he was about to leave this world, he wanted to take the karma of killing Vali when he came as Lord Ram, because he killed Vali in a way that was not supposed to be really done. So he really shot the arrow from behind a tree. So he wanted to that karma to really come back to him. So he was actually just sitting, waiting for the hunter to really come. That hunter was none other than Vali. So the hunter is now coming to really shoot an arrow, and Lord Krishna's lotus feet was just appearing like a head of a deer. So he thought there is a deer there, and then he shot the arrow. That arrow had the same tip which was used by Lord Ram when he killed the Vali. So now after that, he really left the body. Of course, he didn't have to really leave the body, but it was karma, and then he just staged the drama. And then his body was cremated by this hunter. And when he was cremating, because he was crying and crying, but then Lord Krishna told, don't worry, this is what you have to do. Then he left the body. And then when he was cremating, the heart of Krishna was untouched. It was not at all really affected by the fire at all. So when everything was done, but what the hunter did was, he took everything along with, and dumped in the sea. Where? In Dwaraka. This is Dwaraka. But then that one, that whatever he really dumped, the heart was floating. And it was coming all the way from the Dwaraka, that is near Gujarat, all the way down, and then came to this place where Lord Jagannath temple is now there in Orissa. And this same, the same heart, when it really came to the place, and it arranged miraculously, it was actually taken by a priest, and they all came to know about the whereabouts. And you know where it is actually? It was put in the inside the deity of Lord Jagannath. So if you see the Lord Jagannath, the deity, even now in Jagannath Puri, inside in the back there is a compartment. So when the priest, after 12 years, when they change the deity, this priest who is supposed to do the ceremony, what he does? He opens the chamber at the back, and with his eyes completely tied, he cannot see what is inside. Because if he see that, he will be immediately blind and then finished. So what he does is he just puts a big, the cloth around his eyes so that his eyes closed. Then he opened the chamber of the current Jagannath deity and opened the compartment at the back, and then takes this one. Nobody knows what it is, of course. Nobody has seen. So he takes it and then transfers that into the new deity. Then all the ceremonies, everything done. And once it is done, then you'll be closed. And then that is how the changing of the deities every 12 years happen. Now something very special about this pujari. This pujari who performs this particular ritual, transferring the heart of that Dwaraka Krishna, still it is vibrating. That's what they are saying. And after they transfer, this pujari will anyway die very soon. Maybe 3 months or 6 months, it is sure. So that is the reason nowadays, even now, they will select a old pujari, and the pujari who really is ready to die. So this is happening. This is all some of the wonders that hardly anyone knows. Anyway, so why I am saying is, this is the same place where that heart that was floating from all the way from Dwaraka to here was kept for the very first time, and then transferred to the back to the chamber inside the deity of Lord Jagannath. So this place has a lot of histories, and also you see a Adi Narayana deity. So as I told, the chakra of Lord Krishna actually residing here in a mystical way. We don't know. So because these are all there in the spiritual dimension. So this is very, very special place. Now also, whenever the devotees visit this particular place, there is something very special the pujaris do. Okay, I have a small clip I want to share with you just to see for yourself.
परमादियो सज्जनो सद्बुद्धि सत्य प्राप्ति करो राम दरबार में सम्मान प्राप्ति करो सर्वार्थ शांति करो विद्यादियो विद्यो परमादियो धन भान उपलक्ष्य में ऐश्वर्य प्राप्ति करो भगवान सर्वार्थ शांति करो मनोकामना पूर्ण करो राम दरबार में सम्मान प्राप्ति करो जय जय
So a lot of things. And now what you really see here is the place. Okay, you see on the back, on the right side, you see that? That's the balcony of Gurudev's place, what I was talking about. So this is the place where I was just taking the devotees to the ocean, and I was explaining about the story behind.
Yeah,
so
because the ocean was
so
all
if
the
you
way
see
here.
that on the place where I was really showing, That is where the word Chakratirtha is there. Of course, it may look little dirty, but the thing is, it is really very, very special place. Now also in the Jagannath Puri, there is one place called Narendra Sarovara. Narendra Sarovara is actually a place where the deity of Lord Jagannath is taken on a boat ride, and they will go around this particular place in the lake for 21 days. So Lord Jagannath is taken. Even now, every year they do a very special festival, and it is very special for the entire Puri. Now there is also something related to this Narendra Sarovara, and that is related to Gadadhar Pandit. So we see the Panchatattva, Sri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita, Gadadhar. So this Gadadhar is none other than Radharani. So Radharani wanted to witness how he, in the mood of herself, Radharani, is performing the Leela. So she wanted to witness that, and so she came as Gadadhar Pandit. And this Gadadhar Pandit, when Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was staying here, Gadadhar Pandit also moved to this place, of course. And here, this particular Narendra Sarovara is a place where Gadadhar Pandit used to come every day and recite Srimad Bhagavatam. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also used to attend along with so many disciples. And the Srimad Bhagavatam recitation by Gadadhar Pandit is very, very special, that it was entire Puri was really so amazed to really hear from Gadadhar Pandit. Okay? So basically I'm just narrating the Harikatha about, of course, we talked about a lot more about this Narendra Sarovara. The next one is Samadhi Mandir of Srila Haridas Thakura. Who is Srila Haridas Thakura? He is the Nama Acharya. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he was living in Jagannath Puri, after taking sannyas, and this Haridas Thakur also moved to this place, and this particular Samadhi Mandir was the same place where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu gave Samadhi, basically buried. It's a Samadhi burial at the same place. What you are looking at is the same one. But in Jagannath Puri, to find out this place is not easy, in the sense it is somewhere hidden in, very near to other houses and buildings and all those things. So this is basically where we are now, just walking from the road towards this auspicious place. So this is Samadhi Mandir of Nama Acharya Srila Haridas Thakura. Now it is inside, and I am giving another view. This is very, very special place, actually. Very, very special place. And you know the story. The story was, this Namacharya, when he was staying in this place, he was born in a low caste. So he was not allowed to get into the Jagannath temple. That was another story that I will tell why it's not allowed. So just following that rule, this Haridas Thakur never went inside the Jagannath temple at all. He always sees the top, on the very top of the temple there is a chakra. So by taking darshan of that chakra from outside is same thing as getting the darshan of the Lord himself. And when he was actually living under a tree, and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu used to bring prasadam every day from the temple, Jagannath temple. He used to bring prasadam to Srila Haridas Thakur. How fortunate that Haridas Thakur was to get prasadam delivered by Bhagavan himself. So this was his unique position. So if you see inside the Samadhi Mandir, of course in front there is a Tulasi. Always when he was chanting, always there will be Tulasi. So in the same Samadhi Mandir, you see a Tulasi there in front. But anyway, when Nama Acharya Haridas Thakura left this world, how did he leave this world? He was living in this world on the lap of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And by looking at his face, he left this world. So this is very amazing. And after he left the body, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu took his body and he was dancing. He was dancing. And it was Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu who gave him the Samadhi, burial Samadhi, with his own hands. And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was roaring in ecstasy. And he declared, whoever chants and dances in this Samadhi place will surely get Krishna Prema. Well, we also danced inside the mandir in front of this, in the Samadhi. And this picture is the close-up of the Samadhi that we visited. And on that same day, we were also seeing, some local, that the Panditji was actually giving a bhajan and discourse. It was so nice. So we were actually able to see that as well. So it was a remarkable Parikrama to see all these. So now I have 10 more minutes to go. So what I will do is, I will just get into this particular the episode of Sri Puri Jagannath temple visit little bit, and then we will continue from the next week basically. So it's going to be a long series. So many places that we went, and so much of wonderful thing that we collected. So if you see this Sri Puri Jagannath temple, and what you see here is the aerial view. This temple is very, very tall actually. Very, very tall. And it is not something something that we can think of. So huge. The temple is huge. And even the deities also, when you really try to get a darshan, of course, no photographs allowed. Inside the temple, no photograph allowed. So whatever that I can really show you is only from the outside only. So no photographs allowed inside. They are very, very strict. So these are all the from outside. And inside, the deities are so huge. And you will be seeing from really far away, in the sense it is really amazingly huge. So gigantic. Very nice. Amazingly good. And this is again another view of the same temple. But then today, I would like to just mention something about this Jagannath Puri that we visited. And there are several of them, but I'm not going to actually talk about everything, but only few, because then in another 7 minutes, I have to switch to Kanyakumari temple for the program. So it is said that Goddess Parvati Devi is the head cook in this temple. And this Mahaprasad or Bhoga of Jagannath temple is very unique. In fact, we have collected a lot of prasad. And when I come to Nigeria, I will bring all those so that every one of you can really take the prasadam. And this prasadam is so unique and it will never go bad. It is very, 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 very unique. And it is also prepared in a special way, which is not followed in any other temple. So down the edges, the bhoga of the temples has been prepared in earthen pots only earthen pots. No metal cooking, no metal pots. And what they do is they stack 7 pots, one after another, one to top. The thing is, beauty is, We may think, oh, when you really stack 7 pots when they're cooking, the one at the bottom will get cooked first. But actually, it is the other way. The one at the very end, the topmost, is the one that gets cooked first. So they take out, then after some time, then they take the second one from the top, and so on. It is very, very, very unique actually. And this is the kitchen. This kitchen is very, very big. It is about 150 feet long and 100 feet broad and 20 feet high. All the time cooking will be going on and going on and going on. And this kitchen also has so much of mysteries actually. There are some separate articles about this kitchen itself. And then this Mahaprasadam, from here, is served to the deities something about 48 times or 70 times or something like that. So many times they'll just keep on feeding and feeding the Lord one after. Because the idea is when the Lord enjoys one meal, before his hands gets dried, another meal has to be ready. So he's eating all the time. That many bogas they are actually preparing, because now the time is really running. And I will resume from next week onwards. So from the Jagannath Puri temple, and we will go forward, because I need a lot of time. So we cannot really cover everything. But remember, I have a time problem. I have to now switch to the Kanyamari temple. Okay? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.